students, welcome to Exampur. I hope my voice is audible now. Screen is visible. If everything is set, please do let me know so that I can proceed with the lecture. Okay. Then first of all, I just want to let you know about the Exampur app. You just have to go through the 6 steps in which you have to just make the registration. And with the help of that registration, you will get to see different kind of batches available on the same app. If I'll talk about the free advantages, what you will get out of the Exampur app, that is the free access of materials and lots of materials you will get to see. You just require to explore the app only once. You would get to know different kind of advantages, benefits getting out of it. Next is all about the paid courses. We are talking about subject-wise notes, job alert, PYQs and topic-wise discussions are given. So guys, before going towards the topic for daily news analysis, I just want to let you know about different benefits of the Exampur app. So do not forget to download it. In order to take the exploration, you are just required to make the registration on it. So guys, we are going to take 5 to 10 minutes glance on the available topics which we have studied yesterday. So this was all about the cyber threat. We have already talked about. It is not at all limited to the Android phone now. It has been extended to iOS devices, which earlier used to be earlier we used to consider it as the safer or secure side of our domain. Now, how many people are having the access of digital banks? Approximately 26% of people do access the digital banks and the facilities are associated to those banks. If things are digitalized, obviously services has to be associated along with that. And it is expected to have increment by approximately twice by the year 2047. And 2022, as per the survey, it is just talked about whatever 2/3 population is holding the phone, that is smartphones, means they mobile penetration is going up, service on that basis is going up. As per that basis, we are continuously making exploration on the services. And if we are making the exploration on services, definitely demand is going to raise and it is going to make contribution in the growth in the economy. Okay, so basics is all about Trojan, our dangerous malware. Yesterday, I have just told you about the Trojan, that is malware playing a malicious role in the mobile phone. It's a kind of application. It is legitimate app. It is considered it is going to prevail in a way which is going to show a kind of safe and secure side to you. But it is not at all safe and secure side. It is taken as secure one or application which is malicious. Malicious means it would come into the picture in a very legitimate way just to exploit or steal your data or steal your money out of the mobile app available in the devices. And Trojan is the malicious code, and the software can enter in any way in your smartphone just to steal the data, steal the money out of it. Unsuspecting people into installing the malware, we are unaware about the fact, even about the matter how we are clicking on the things, no matter what kind of security we do access regarding the same. Example threats, unabees, roaming monkeys, and Bionlanes malware. These are malwares which are playing the malicious role in the devices, which is really stealing our information, which nowadays taken as the fuel. And if we are talking about the Trojan, they are stealing the money out of the digital banking we do from our devices. So we need to be really so cautious. How can we make ourselves protected? We have to just comment on that part. Issues in regulation, lack of adequate cyber security, and dearth of talent in banking. Lots of apps are available on the basis of technology, engineering, data, security, different kind of things are available, lead to increase in cyber attacks on user device. Interoperability, compound problems are trying to make payment from one platform to another. Next is China and India. It is not only considered to the domestic level but to the other countries as well. Like we have to be really cautious. We need to use the lockdown mode if we are using the iOS device, which can limit our functionality and protect it from any malware activities and application. Number two, digital. Like we should continue to use the rebooting or the updating format so that even if something enters in a phone, is taking entry in our phone, it won't be able to use our data, it won't be able to use our like information in that while. So the term WannaCry, Petya, Eternal Blue, sometime mentioned in the news recently are related to what? Exoplanet, cryptocurrency, cyber attacks and mini satellites. As we are mentioning about the satellites and as we are talking about the cyber attack, continuously going in deep analytical approaches means the way we are making the expansion and digitalization, it would require digitalization, it would require a formal environment, formal structure, formal environment. If we are making the formal environment means we would require the formal standards, and in order to hold those standards, in order to hold these standards, we just have to be like cautious that many a times whatever upliftment we are making, other side is going to be that strong only. Like these malware practices and the malicious practices has to go up along with the upgradation we are making in the technology. They are also going to run their mind accordingly. Next is all about it is legally mandatory for which of the following to report on the cyber security incident. I have told you about yesterday that 1, 2, 3. So whether it be about a service provider, data center, body corporates, these is all done. Device level, we are talking about transit when we are information, we are transferring the information, and server provider, it is about server level reaching to the level and the medium we are using. Device level means medium we are using and what level of medium it is. We have to be considerate about the same. So UPI charges, this is very important. UPI charges, UPI is one of the inspirational accessible payment mechanism which is holding the largest contribution, biggest contribution in the NPCI. Biggest contribution in NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India. If it is considered as there might be reason behind it, the reason could be the one and biggest reason, coverage, easy access, easy and accessibility we are talking about. If things are easy, we are taking time saving and both the sides, whether it be about seller or buyer, both are not paying any charges. Both are not paying any charges. If we do talk about, if they are not paying any charges, what do we mean by it? The way MDR is being paid in case of debit card. In case of debit card, this is not applicable for UPI case. In order to keep the things simpler, in order to make the things accessible, in order to save the time, we are trying to make the most important way why it has come into the picture since the demonetization, then the pandemic scenario, and it has given a kind of habits to the customers or the citizens to grab the digital mode, and most important concern of the customers. What are the concern on behalf of customer while they use digital banking services? First of all, whether things are easy or not. If this is so, whether it is going to be secure. Is it going to be secure? If this is not so, we need to give proper training on that behalf. Getting my point? Concerns on behalf of customers while they use. And the most important, what we are talking about as per the budget given in 2022-23, we are allocating approximately 1500 crore for this payment mechanism I am talking about. What we are trying to look at, as per the payment mechanism, as the nobody is paying the charges, whether it be about customers, whether it be about the sellers, nobody is paying charges on that behalf. So RBI is requesting, RBI on the basis of RBI, it is not going to be more sustainable, not going to be sustainable if neither side will pay any charge. Okay, not going to be sustainable. In order to keep sustainable, in order to have access on the daily scenario, we need to make payment. So now we are going to study what is given below. Zero charge framework is given. Nobody is paying the charges. And 2020, and meaning charges on UPI for users as well as merchant being nil. Then the government point of view, no consideration, there should be no levy on such facilities. Due to this reason only, as we are not making payment, as we are not paying charges, this is only the reason. This we can consider as the reason. Due to this, things has become so accessible, even in the areas which are unbanked so far. So, as per the RBI approaches, what RBI wants to draw its view, that is it can consider as the subsidies on the payment. Whatever mechanism we are following right now, like as sellers are not paying, suppose I am purchasing some product from somewhere, neither that person is paying charges to bank, nor I am making payment or charges for the payment I am making through UPI. This such a huge infrastructure being held by the banks, who is going to bear the cost of delivering the amazing service level to the customers or the service holder? Getting my point? We should make payment towards this point of view so that it could become sustainable on the horizon. So it is considered as the subsidies given by the government on the payment mechanism. Number two, so far we were not paying the MDR. Now it is recommending to charge the MDR on the payments and a demand has been raised. RBI allow UPI on the credit card as well, starting with the NPCI. It is going to be validate on the credit card as well in order to explore the things. So benefit could be charges on the UPI. If we will start making charges on the UPI, what we can gain out of it? Obviously, if we'll accumulate out of the accumulation, we can boost the payment system. Obviously, at least we can make spending. We can think about making this spending, as we are not making our dependence on the funds has to be provided by government. Getting my point? So save government finances on subsidies. So we can loosen this burden. On government. This financial burden okay, or we have allocated approximately 1500 crore onward towards this. So what we are talking about the demerits, it will discourage booming. Obviously, it is going to be, things were so easy, things were so cheaper, things were so secure. These were the reason we were enhancing the accessibility. If we'll start making payment like lower strata, which are meant to be inaccessible in reason, they would not interested in making utility out of this service provided by the banks. Okay, it is limiting the access and dampen the digital ecosystem which were continuously expanding the base. Okay, digital ecosystem based on UPI and MDR dampen. It will start getting depressed due to why it is continuously declining. It is going to decline, So, as we are imposing the cost on ecosystem, it is going to limit the accessibility and degrade the quality. Our main basis just to reach out the people and to make the things accessible. This can become the roadblock. Like this can become a hurdle in the road of developing the payment system. Okay, dampen the ecosystem of the payment mechanism. Then we need to understand the UPI mechanism, what this is all about. It is the connector between the banks, which is utilized as the payment mechanism. And this is biggest among the NPCI. Operated system includes the automatic clearing house and immediate payment system, Aadhaar card immediate payment, and Bharat bill payment system and RuPay. These are the assisting mechanism at the time of Corporation of India operated system. These are known as. What kind of question could be raised? Which of the following is the most likely consequences of implementing the unified payment interface? Mobile wallet will not be required for online payment. Digital currency it is talking about totally from the crypto or the digital basis. It is no more. FDI inflow, it is making no relevance with the question with reference to UPI, though we are trying to make the expand the accessibility of UPI towards the international payment as well. And direct transfer of subsidies to poor will become very effective. So it is not at all relevant to UPI. So UPI would be relevant to the mobile wallet. UPI allows the direct payment from bank account to merchant account. Need for wallet will no longer be required. You might have faced at the time of making payment. So today's topic I am going to discuss Jan Dhan Yojana. As we were discussing the Jan Dhan Yojana, just to make the citizens empowered. First aim of Jan Dhan Yojana, just to make citizen empowered. Number 2 is all about formal. Third is about inclusivity. If we will increase the part accessibility. What we are talking about here is empowerment is all known for the power you can talk about that comes from the resources you are holding, which is becoming accessible the moment you are taking the account holding in bank. Jan Dhan Yojana is just to establish the criteria of the formalization. Things could become digitalized in format. You can take the help of digitalization as well, because it is going to help in accessing the services available on the ground. And this would be only possible because mobile penetration is going continuously up. You can take the help of it. And out of which you are well aware about the fact two-third population who is holding phone, they do possess smartphone. How it makes sense in this topic? Obviously, digital banking is getting explored because many of the area are still unbanked. So we have to become accessible or reachable to that periphery. Okay, so increasing the financial inclusion, more than 46 crore beneficiaries like banked due to this. And financial penetration, we are talking about 67% of Jan Dhan Yojana in rural and urban areas, especially in rural areas. Public banks, PSUs, has played the tremendous role. Jan Dhan Yojana are meant to spread the inclusivity, to increase the participation of people. The main aim has been acquired, or at least try to acquire, through the PSUs, and increase the women empowerment. If you are holding, as I have already mentioned about the fact, if you are making the inclusivity, if you are trying to talk about the developmental scenario, development slash inclusivity comes from 4 segments. First is about power, empower. Second is about resources, economic holding. Third is about capacity, comes from health. And fourth is about power, resources and capacity you are holding. Then this would be served as awareness. Because implementation is not that important as schemes need to get spread. Okay. So these are the basis. On this basis, we can just increase the inclusivity. If you have to make the development on any arena or on any segment, you just require to have power. When would you have power? When you have resources. And when you have resources, you can spend on your capacity to build the healthy life. And healthy life, then you have to just share the things so that awareness could be generated out of the segment. So this is the basic characteristics, and this is the major source. 56% account holders are women. And DBT things are getting transferred directly, whether it be about scholarship, subsidies, pensions, different benefits are getting in the segment. So formalization, you do not need to forget about making the citizen empowered just by opening the account, so that direct benefit transfer could be accommodated. Number two, formal things and digitalization is spreading. Third is about inclusivity. Inclusivity comes from the resources, capacity, awareness. These all are the medium or parameters. So about the Jan Dhan Yojana mission for the financial inclusion, I have mentioned in order to have access of the financial services. Objective is ensure access of the financial product and services as at affordable cost. Yes, affordable cost, so that things could be accessible. Many many places so far do not have access of the banking facilities. They are trying to make reachability towards that segment, which are still unbanked in nature, and digital periphery and digital financial services could be accumulated out of it. Services at affordable cost, whether it be about banking, saving, deposits, whatsoever it is, and lower cost and widen reach. Next is about banking the unbanked. I have already mentioned zero charges opening, and secure the unsecured. Yes, the first and foremost criteria, first and foremost criteria is all about, first and foremost criteria of any customer is to have the easy access, whether it be about secure or not. If they are so it is going to make the thing secure basis. Okay, good afternoon, Sandeep. So focus shift from every household to every unbanked adult. Okay, it is all about the Jan Dhan Yojana. The foremost basis is to have inclusivity. Yes, inclusivity could be generated out of the access. Second, if you are opening your account in any bank, whether it be about PSU and private, it is going to make you formalized in nature. Data is being assessed, formalized. You can easily take the access of DBT scheme, and it is making you empowered once you open up the account. Okay. So this is all done about the universal access branches, and many of the area are still unbanked. You have to just increase the reachability to that segment. Next is about they are getting the access of different services, because the mobile penetration has gone up. Services could be utilized even if banking system is not able to accommodate the infrastructure facility on physical basis in any area, but they can continue with the digital services on the mobile phones. So it is spreading the reach of services by the digital media and formalization. They can only show your digital services only when you are getting registered in bank, only when you are making the things formalized. Till the time people are not, like government is not aware such and such person is available on such and such place, government won't be able to provide service. Getting my point? In order to know about the scenario, they have to go by it. Financial literacy program is to spread the awareness I am talking about. And creation of credit guarantee fund, pension for organized sector, both accident or life cover. It is about health, life cover. Next is about 5G network infrastructure. Yes, it is very important. Direction, understand the difference. No need to note. This article has been asked already. So 5G networks are deployed mainly to two modes, standalone and non-standalone. Various advantages and disadvantages are there. and this is all about UPSC 3 lakh more houses. PM Awas Yojana we are talking about, or it is associated with the UP, that they seeks 13 lakh more houses and providing the loan of 70,000 for construction of house, which is optional. Which is optional, it is talking about. And exclusion criteria followed by the Gram Sabha verification. You just have to take the hint which organization, which institution, and which body is working under it. And house deprivation parameter of socio-economic caste census 2011. Selection of the beneficiaries would be below, or would be dependent on this parameter 2011. Next is all about minimum size of the house has been increased to 25 square meter from 21. And second is about the assistance of construction of the toilets and leverage, like Swachh Bharat mission we are talking about, and the electricity infrastructure facilities and the basic amenities which is necessary for the segment. House size, and this is for the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan mission, and this is for the infrastructure, and this is for the basic necessity. So it is not only relevant to the Awas, but to the proper infrastructure or surrounding you require to live in. You require to live in. So these are the features. You just require to have the particular limit, that is 25 square meter house size, which has increased from 20, and SBM toilet facilities and all Swachh Bharat mission we are talking about on Grameen basis, on rural grounds, and electricity, water, LPG connection, infrastructural things we are talking about, Pakka house with the basic amenities. So design-led incentives we can just talk about over here is PLI scheme has gained importance in manufacturing sector. In manufacturing sector, many a time Samadhan we do talk about, it's the portal for MSME sector. In the same way, design-led incentives, and it is coming under the Ministry of Communication, previously invited application under DLI, as the part of production-linked. If it is making the relevance with the production-linked incentive, it is making association with the economics. Obviously, that is why I am just taking the things. If you are making any kind of designing policies and research and developmental outlay, if you are making upgradation in your performance, definitely it is going to provide the 1% incentive over the PLI. PLI schemes, production linked, if you are performing good, you would be given incentive on that basis. And different, it is just to promote your performance on the basis whatever research and development, new addition you are making in the field work. This is just going to be related to that. Telecom equipment are also included in the PLI. You might have heard about it. PLI is production linked scheme we do talk about, and 4 to 6% increment on the sale over the base year. Electronics and the telecom equipments we do talk about, if we are making a boost in the domestic manufacturing, just to attract the manufacturing field, as we are already aware about the fact we are not so good in the manufacturing basis. Even if we are not so good, we can lure or attract manufacturing sectors to perform better. If they are performing better, we should give incentive to them. We have to provide stimulus to them. In any way, they can start making upgradation. If they are making so, we have to provide the incentives to that segment. So PLI schemes it is coming out to be a very attractive policy for the larger investment, and sector includes the auto, electronical, telecom, pharma, solar, metals, mining, textile, white gold, goods and drones, whatever things we are making manufacturing. And basically right now we are just talking about the telecom equipments, advanced chemistry, cell batteries. So announced PLI scheme for the 14 bases, you can just have a glance: auto, electronic, telecom, pharma, solar, metal, mining, textile, white goods, drawn, advanced chemistry, cell, batteries. So, fiscal support is being provided, reimbursement up to 50% of the expenditure to the ceiling of 15 crore, and deployed linked incentives, net cell turnover over the 5 subjects, and tenure 5 year, and beneficiaries 100 domestic semiconductor. It is only associated with the design linked incentive. If you are making upgradation in the sale, you would be given advantages or benefits in different segments. It is not at all on the basis of codes. It is performance based. If you are performing better, you would be given incentive. On this basis, fiscal support is being provided just to attract the domestic producers so that they can expand the base for manufacturing sector. Okay, so this was in the news. So thank you so much, guys. From 9 to 10, you will get to see the economics class, static portion. And 12 to 1 is for DNA. It is only relevant to the economic affair. Thank you so much. Have a great day to all of you. If you have any doubt, you can just put it in the comment box. Thank you so much. Have a great day to all of you.